Welcome everyone. So I thought I would already be able to do the dual layout where you can do vertical and horizontal live at the same time, but it seems like unfortunately they only introduced that for certain channels. Yeah. Looks like for whatever reason YouTube is being YouTube and not allowing me to do that on this channel, even though I've already done it on another channel. But yeah. Anyway, not that important. Just the idea was to do it, to make this a vertical and horizontal stream. I hope that feature is going to be available on all YouTube channels, not just a few soon. Hi there, John. What's up, bro? Anyway. Got a workout coming up in just under 2 hours. So yeah, let's see. Let's see. Hi there, Boss Job. Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to be using the stove. Never mind. I was going to say we're not going to use the stove, but we are. So we're going to make a tuna shake, oats, quark, and tuna shake for the Intra workout meal. And for the pre-workout, we're just going to have some pollock and some whole grain noodles, I think. That's what I had planned, yeah. Your bone to fix you. Alrighty. On your face. On your face. Thanks for the like. Nice. You still have a pot. And here we'll mix with the noodles. Try. Fix you. Alright, let's get some water in here. Become no. Tell me the truth. You know, too scared to lose. Alright. grams. Truth. Yep, good. Now, proof. Just scared to lose. Ring, 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 ring. You. Sitting on you. You tell me the truth. Please. Sing that beyond. Sing that they're way in the rain. That's good too. I'm waiting for you. Yeah, to get you there. Tell me the truth. Okay, one about hi there, run, jack of all trades, master of none. Yep, that's 100 grams of pasta. Perfect, pre-workout. Yes, I'm gonna break it in half. They're not spaghetti, so don't crucify me. But I don't want to use a big old pot just for a little bit of pasta, so oh well. I'm salted with pasta water. Some salt on a fillet. Let's put on some garlic powder. So these are actually garlic flakes that I'm freshly grinding, which I find makes it easier to get to properly dose it. Hey, 2 folks in the house. Nice. Cheers. Check one thing real quick. Oh, I'm still here, so yeah. Base remember. Hi there again, boss. Alright. Alright. Okie Let's see. Right. Okay, okie dokie. Alrighty. Let's see. Drain the juices because these fillets, they were still frozen, so they're gonna release a lot of water, and you're not gonna get sear on them if they're full of your pan is full of liquid. So yeah. Anyway. Let's see. let's see. Mm-hmm. We don't want a super high volume meal. Oh shit. Accidentally broke the glass, but don't really have time to worry about that right now. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's see. Almost. Cutting board down. Oops. Couple cloves of garlic. There's my trash. Alright. What we're going to use for our shake is going to be this tuna here. They only have cans in oil, so instead of pouring all that oil away, I'm going to pour some of it in here now. With meat. In with our pasta. That garlic we just chopped up. Some more of the tuna oil. Let that get stuck on the bottom a little bit, and then we're going to hit it with the fish juice from that we drained while it was going. Alrighty. So let's chop some more garlic, because we're going to need it for our garlic mayo that I'm going to do afterwards. Honestly, you don't need all that much garlic for garlic mayo. Yeah, now in with the water. Now we can turn off the heat. The sticky bits I'm gonna actually go off the heat completely. Voila! Honestly, I want extra garlic mayo. Screw it. Or, I'm gonna add the garlic separately. Let's leave the mayo itself relatively mild. Here we got our meal. Our pasteurized egg. One second, folks. Okay, okie dokie. Enjoy my work. society. Okay, let's make our garlic mayo. Crack our egg in. This egg is pasteurized, by the way. Okay, where's the top of the lid for our mixer? Let's get my half some more food. Hey there, by the way. Where's the goddamn lid? Okay, that kind of blows. Where the hell does the lid go? I'll be right back. Indeed. Are you with me? I don't fucking know. Weird. Weird, weird, weird. Well, we kind of screwed. If I'm not going to be able to find the lid for my food processor, because there's no way I'm going to be using that thing without a lid. God damn it. Where the hell is that thing? I'm gonna go through all of my cupboards one last time. If I'm not gonna find it, then I'm kind of screwed. Oh crap. Here is the, okay, here is like the thing to keep anything from coming out, but there's still like a white plastic thingy this big that I need to operate it. Okay, I found it. Thank God. Okay. Okay. So power. Okay. Now we can put the fluid oil. And we're making nails. Alright. We should add something to give it a little bit of sweetness. And saltiness. I'm gonna use some of this powdered chicken stock. And something acidic, some apple cider vinegar. And a little bit of sweetness. Normally I'm not a fan of mixing sweet and savory, but in mayo, yes. So a good dollop of honey. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, now we just need more oil to make it thick. Let's check. It's good, but it's too strong. I'm going to go in with the rest of it. Now, if you want to say it's time, it's too late for that now. Yeah, that's thick mayo. That mayo is thick, like really thick. Okay. Any thicker and the oil actually wouldn't even mix in there anymore. So that's like, that stuff's thick, thick, thick. Thick with like 10 feet. Now I'm just looking for the right thing to put it in for storage. Actually, this will work fine. Hi there. Welcome. Hi Anne. What's up? Good morning. We've just made ourselves some homemade garlic mayo. The reason why it's yellow is because we use unfiltered rapeseed oil or canola oil. So, you know, this is cold pressed and non-refined oil. That is why it's yellow. That's just because of the oil we use. Because we use some nice minerally processed oil. That is definitely going to be healthier than the stuff that they use for factory-made white mayo. There's no mustard or anything weird in here. Just egg, oil, garlic, some powdered chicken stock for the salt, and honey for the sweetness. So yeah. That's good stuff. Nice. Good stuff, good stuff. And instead of cleaning out this thing super carefully, right here in our food processor, we're gonna make us a little shake. Here's something that only a German bodybuilder like Markus Rummel would normally do. It's gonna be a tuna shake. So we're gonna go in with 1 can of tuna. One can of tuna going in. Some more garlic. I don't have onion. That's unfortunate, because this shake is a lot better if you put in some raw onion. No kidding. Like, raw onion really makes this shake better. Like, this is like a meal replacement shake. Something that I also like to make to take on the go. And you don't need a shaker. I actually not like a food processor. I mean, a lot of times I make them just using a shaker and breaking everything apart by hand, but because I already used the food processor and there's a little bit of mayo there anyway already in, and a dash of mayo really helps to make it taste like tuna salad. So yeah, I'm going to try it to love garlic and I like tuna. I didn't think it can go together. Oh, it goes together really well. And a little bit of finely minced raw onion also goes really good with it. Like, in the shake, I would maybe do like half a small diced onion. Raw. The onion has to be raw for this. Not everyone's cup of tea, but I really like it. And it gives like a freshness and crunch to it. And the raw garlic gives it like a little bit of spice. But yeah, the raw onion really helps cut through it. So I'm just gonna roughly chop this garlic because it's going in the food processor anyway, so we don't need to. No need to mince it super fine like I would do it if I was just throwing it in the shaker. Why is it not working? Hello? Please turn on. Okay, that's bad. My food processor isn't turning on. Okay. Is it gonna work now? Yeah. Okay. Figures the issue out. That's all good. So I usually only add raw onion to my tuna. Yeah, raw onion is also good. Okay. And for some carbs, we're gonna be doing some these are some ground instant oats. Let's do some more oats. Yes, I am, Anne. Aren't you a descendant of the former German royal family? Of course, there is no royalty anymore in Germany. Queen Anne. And now we go in with some boiling water to make to take that starchy, gritty feeling away from our oats. They have to be mixed with some hot water. And that's hot enough. And I can add a little more. Okay. We're going to let that set for a few minutes, then pour it into our shaker, into our food processor, give it a mix, and then it'll be done. Okay, let's washing the outside of our shaker. Okay, and we're gonna add some quark, which is like mousse. Father came from Hamburg. Ah, nice. Wanna do up this quark, like 100 grams. Or even a little less. Yeah, that brings it. Shake up to a good 40 grams of protein. The reason I'm even making a shake instead of like a whole extra meal is because my gym doesn't allow you to eat on the ground. So I get around this by basically making a whole meal as a shake. see, should I go with some more mayo or is this good enough? Could use like a spoonful of mayo on top of what's already in there. And by the way, I make my mayo with pasteurized eggs, so I don't need to, like I can store it in the fridge for weeks and it doesn't go bad because there's no raw eggs. Okay, done. Honestly, just left Germany in 1994. And how did you go from South Africa to Turkey? How did that happen? Or did you just meet your husband on some travels, or what? Or did he come to South Africa? See, the steak isn't even I would like this steak even thicker. And yeah, I am missing the raw onion, but oh well. It does taste better with mackerel. Just mackerel is a pretty oily fish. And those omega-3s intra-workout aren't ideal. And the shake isn't salty enough, so I'm adding some powdered chicken stock. Now this is actually good. Like I said, the onion would elevate it, but it's good. Last sip of tea. I met my husband online in 1997, came to meet him in 1999 and married him 1 month later. Damn. Well, that works. Actually, all my serious partners I met online. Think of it what you will, but like, you know, not being concerned with look and stuff and just getting, like, you know, just talking for the person. If both parties are being honest, that's a big part. Then I do believe it is actually a pretty good way to meet people. But of course, be careful to not get catfish. I was supposed to come for a holiday only law. Oops! That's how they get you. Come for a holiday and get married. Honestly, actually, it does sound kind of like a Turkish thing. Like, aside from Vegas, I mean, by the way, I do have family in Turkey too. It's very important, to be honest. Yeah, I do have I'm not Turkish. I'm like 0% Turkish, but I do have Turkish family because my mom's first husband and the father of my older brother, he is Turkish, from Istanbul. So, because my brother is half Turkish, I do kind of have family in Turkey. And I'm actually the only one, like my mother and my sister, my sister is like my full-blooded sister. she's just as German as me, but she actually also speaks Turkish, and my mom does too, because her husband never really learned German or English properly. And for all who don't know, I'm sure you know, Anne, but Germany has a very high, like a very high percentage of people of Turkish descent. And it's kind of getting more because, like, they tend to stay to marry other Turkish people, and a lot of the Germans of Turkish descent, they end up marrying Turks from Turkey, and then through the marriage they start moving here. So with each generation we kind of get more Turkish people here. And like certain parts of towns are actually can be mature, like there can be actually sometimes more people of Turkish descent than Germans and people from German descent. Like a lot of the Turkish people have already been here for a couple generations, so they're technically German. Yeah. Hi there, Mona. Or sorry, Nina. Good to see you. I was very lucky to have found the most honest man online and came here to us like we knew each other all our lives. Nice. Thank you, Nina. We're honestly pretty much done. And it's also getting time, because, yeah, it's time to get dressed and go to the gym. So, yeah. I'm gonna get dressed and go to the gym. So we got our Intra workout shake. I'm from Germany, originally Berlin, but I live in Mannheim now. And yeah. Any more questions? Otherwise I'm gonna end the live, because, well, gotta get going. In Mannheim, Germany. I'll type it in the chat. The state of Baden-Württemberg. But we're like right at the corner where three states meet. Hessen or Hesse, Rheinland-Pfalz, or Rhine-Pfalz or something. And yeah. I don't actually know the proper names in English, but yeah. Okay, thank you. Well, in less than an hour I'm going to be live from the gym. Auf Wiedersehen, Anne. Actually, let me plug the link for the upcoming live. Nice. Thanks. Live. Okay, thank you, but please no spamming. But yeah, with that link you can go to turn your notifications on, and you'll get notified once I'm live from the actual gym. Cause yeah. No, I'm taken, sorry. I'm happily taken. Zero interest in anything else, sorry. There's only one woman for me. And somehow she likes me too. So I'm a very lucky man. goodbye. See you all soon. Ciao, ciao. Dundee. Oh!